Okay, ET 605, this is part 2 of class 6, where we are eventually going to get into doing a little bit of work with Excel spreadsheets. Today's class, we're really going to do a basic overview of Excel spreadsheets. In class 7, we're going to do a little bit of an advanced work in the formulas and functions and how you can kind of use it in your classroom. So today is kind of a real tutorial on using the spreadsheets. First and foremost, I wanted you guys to take the poll everywhere that is in Moodle. So if you go into Moodle, I've already embedded the poll, and you guys can go through and choose your skill level with Excel. I'm an expert and can do the formulas and functions seamlessly. I'm pretty good, but I have to look up the formulas and functions and I can figure it out. I'm okay, I can type in information in the document, but really I don't know how to use the formulas or what's Excel. I need big time review. Just I kind of wanted to gauge. It's a totally anonymous poll, but I wanted to see where we were in terms of a class with Excel. So if you look back at Agenda 6, there's a link in the agenda that is pretty much the tutorial of the basics of Excel spreadsheets. So you can either click on it from the Agenda 6, or you can actually scroll down and look at the additional spreadsheet resources in Moodle and see resource basics of spreadsheets help guide, and you can click on it from there, and what it will eventually do is take you to a document linked from here, in which Dr. Markovitz made a while ago, but it goes through the basics of spreadsheets in Excel, how to move around a spreadsheet, how to doing simple data entry, formatting any data, if you wanted to, make your font different or do certain things along those lines, how to format your cells if you want a particular thing, which I'm going to show you as well, and a little bit of basic introduction to the calculations or the formulas and functions, which we're going to do a little bit today, but this does give you some additional help. The other cool thing is in page 15 and 16, it actually gives you a screenshot of a document that has sample spreadsheet formulas. So average, sum, add, and when you can actually go into Moodle and you'll see that under this additional spreadsheet resources, and you see resource sampling of formulas in a spreadsheet, if you click on this, it will open a live Excel spreadsheet that looks exactly like this. And if you click on specific numbers, it will tell you and show you up here in the formulas box, the functions box, what actually is being approved. So right now this one is selected, so you can see that this is what actually is the code that's in the box that gives you this particular number. So we were doing the sum function, so we were adding this box plus this box, which equals this. And you can do it without the sum function, or you could just use sum, which is right here, and you could select. So we're going to show you how to do that stuff today. This gives you a little bit of info on the if function, which we're going to talk about in next class, and you guys are going to kind of be doing something along the lines of creating a little mini spreadsheet today, but you'll see that as we go through the activity. But if you need some basic review of Excel and how to go through and navigate Excel, I suggest reading this document and going through and looking at how you can actually figure out some stuff that goes along with Excel. What we're really going to focus on today is formulas and functions, which are actually different, and if you watch the video, which I'm going to talk about in a second, they will say that they are different. However, for our purposes and general education purposes, I just consider them the same. They go together in my mind. And those are the ones when we go in Excel, which I'll open up a new spreadsheet real quick, that you will see this on the Mac side. It'll look pretty similar on the PC side, except your tabs will be down the bottom. But if you go into the Formulas tab, or you click this little one up here that's in your toolbox, that's where you can add in basic functions, which sum, average, count the numbers, max and min, these are the ones that we're going to use today. But you can look through, and there are a ton of functions that you can use and pretty much calculate different things that you need. I'd say in our general use as educators, we're going to stick to the basics. But there are different ways to use that. You can also use the insert, where you can go through, okay, I want to change this to be date. I want to do math and trigonometry, which I can't do, but if you're in a math class, you might want to do something along those lines. And it'll give you some other stuff that you're going to need as we go through the formulas and the spreadsheets today. So the basic ones we're going to look at today are sum, average, count, max, and min. We're going to worry about the if function at the next class, but these are the things that you're going to be using in Excel today. There are several tutorial videos of how to use these basic formulas and functions on lynda.com. Remember, you have to be logged in, and you can log in through your school. But once you get and click on these particular links, it'll take you to either, if you're doing Mac, the Mac links, which they're also linked on Moodle as well. But for the Mac, there's two videos I really wanted you to watch, which are Basics of Formulas and Functions, which is this one right here, and Making Charts in Excel, which we are going to do together today. You can also, if you scroll down, see that this is an entire course on lynda.com, and this is an overview of Excel in entirety. So you can pretty much go through, and anything that you need extra help with, like selecting cells and grouping cells, or copying pasting data, or sorting worksheet data. This gives you a little more expertise. So we today are really going to focus in chapter 4 of this particular unit, which we're really going to do the basic formulas and functions, which if you need more help, you can go through and look at these. We're going to do like the if function or the sum if later down the road, and then also working with charts. You might today decide you want to do a pie chart. You can use this one for a pie chart. You can decide if you want to do a line chart. A bar chart would probably be the best one for today, but this will give you a little bit of a tutorial to how to do that. If you're on the PC side, you're going to click the links that go with PC, and there's 3 of them: using the formula bar, creating simple formulas, and creating charts. And this is the first video, and it will look like it is in the PC side, so you'll be able to see it along those lines. But again, you have the entire course down here, so it's just like with the Mac. It's a course of how you can go through, and on this side you want to look through section 3, which is the formulas and functions, and section 7, which is the creating charts. And pretty much you can navigate through here for lynda.com and look if there's any other things that you want to do a little bit extra. You can go through and do those particular things. So after you've watched the videos on lynda.com, whatever ones you need to kind of update yourself, you guys are going to be doing an activity. So if you are in Moodle, you can go after there's the different links to the videos. Watch these videos on lynda.com. You can click on the class activity, which is the spreadsheet activity directions. So you can go ahead and click on that, and it'll download your particular activity, and it'll tell you that in class 6. So once you open it up, it's going to kind of give you a detail of what you guys should be doing today.